What's up, everybody? Welcome back to That Wrasslin podcast. I'm here with the full crew. Everybody's here. We got Soulamazin, we got Benjamin Rivers, we got Streetkilln. No one has diarrhea. Nobody's training with CM Punk. Ben does have sunburn, but he made it in spite of his grievous injuries to be here with us today.
Very true. I did.
Send out some prayers for Ben and his complications with the sun.
Yeah, I hope it's actually gone by Monday.
The sun? I hope it's still there by Monday. We want the sun. It's necessary.
Well, okay,
You have to have it for survival.
I will say this. Monday, I actually have an appointment.
And the sun is going to mess that up?
Yep, it's going to fucking mess it up. Yeah,
Fuck you, son.
I will even actually just say this. I had to actually miss out on a day of actually helping my brother actually set up his pool.
Oh, that's so terrible. You used it as an excuse to get out of work.
Hang on. I'll say this.
Oh, so you got sunburnt before you even got to use the pool.
Okay. I was actually I was supposed to actually help him move the pool into the shade, and I spent the whole day.
How did you do that? How did you move a pool into the shade? Did you pick it up like the Hulk?
Okay, dude, I will say this, it is like massive. The whole pool is it's like big, massive pool. Yeah,
damn,
like
Ben is strong. It was just him in his whatever, moving the pool.
Yeah, it was me, my dad, my mom, and my brother.
Oh.
Yeah, but
and your mom and your dad. Okay.
Yeah, me on the opinion. Yeah, I was playing like, I was super playing. Yeah, I was like too busy playing the 19. So yeah.
You're still busy. Okay.
This actually happened on
podcast. This is now a day in the life of Ben.
Yeah, that's catching up with Ben.
I didn't know this was the Benjamin Rivers show. I didn't know this was Benjamin Rivers show. Shit.
Ugh, forget Rodney Strowman. This guy get lit the whole pool by himself.
Good God.
Strowman, who?
So, I may need a little bit of help with the Monday Night Raw episode. I had.
Oh, you want me to hold your hand?
Yeah, I had Christmas dinner, so I didn't get to watch it. I caught up with most of it kind of live through, results chats and stuff like that. But I wasn't able to actually watch it, and I didn't find time throughout the week. I know, Ben.
Oh yeah, also.
We had the Miracle 30 on 34th Street Fight.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was the first match.
Elias and Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, with the Bobby Lashley and Elias. And, presents, Christmas trees laying around and whatnot. The themed stuff they usually do. Yeah, and, Elias won this one. Bobby Lashley took the loss, took the L. So, there's this one part in this, match that people keep comparing it as kind of like a meme, kind of not like a meme. They were showing, the bag of nails versus the bag of Legos, and like which one hurts worse. And I mean, if you step on a Lego, you know how that shit feels. That shit hurts. That shit hurts.
Legos are like stuck in his back.
I've never done that before, so thank God I've never stepped on
They
Legos.
stick on your feet and whatnot. It's just like, what the fuck off? And you think you shake it off, but then you go to step again and it's still there. Like, motherfucker. Like, I don't know. I mean, Legos can make you bleed too, bruh.
So they had a hardcore match with Legos.
Yeah, they had a hardcore match.
Well, it was pretty interesting. They had a bunch of different presents wrapped around the ring.
Yeah, stuff in it.
Each one had like different weapons and stuff. So the Legos were in a present. And
I don't think I've seen Legos used before, and that's pretty clever. I have to give creative a plus for actually being creative. My God, let me check my Hell Froze Over insurance. because they actually had something pretty creative there. I wish I would have saw that.
Course, there was a long box, a long gift, and of course there was the guitar that Elias used to nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
The back of the guitar, and that's how he won.
Yeah, and then also,
But they had, what was there? There was a kendo stick wrapped up like a candy cane.
Oh,
yes.
Legos, the guitar.
Yep, the return of Black.
There was some other stuff too.
Yeah,
there was even a bowling ball, remember that?
Yeah, bowling ball.
Bobby Lashley was down in the corner with his legs spread, and Elias actually rolled the bowling ball in his leg.
That was pretty funny.
It was pretty, yeah, it was a pretty entertaining match.
That's great. I hope this means good things for Elias. I'm a big Elias fan. Although the interruption, I mean, not that I really want to hear the whole song, but it's getting pretty predictable. He comes out, plays the song, somebody interrupts him, and then we go from there, and that's where the rivalry builds. They've got to find a better way to introduce his rivals other than them interrupting his songs or something like that. Although I get the point that nobody actually wants to hear the songs. It's kind of a catch-22. How do you do that? Well, you got to get creative.
And sometimes he plays the same song.
Yeah, he's definitely getting better. Like now he solos a lot more, when before they were kind of very cringy.
He's been practicing. He's been playing that G string.
You got Elias as Intercontinental Champion anymore?
So, next up was the Revival versus Bobby Roode and Chad Gable for the tag team titles.
I still don't like this team, so I don't care.
How was the match itself?
I mean, the match was...
Yeah, Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. Yeah, that's the one I think it wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad, but...
You don't like which team, the Revival or Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, or both?
Both, in general.
Yeah, I'm not
okay. I have a problem when you just said that. Revival are the best tag team.
I don't really care for the Revival, but I get that they deserve the push. You know, the fans want a bigger majority than us like the Revival. So, by popular demand...
Why though? Why do they like the Revival?
Because they're good workers and they know their craft. They're dedicated you know.
I mean, yeah, it goes in there. They go hard all day, all night.
Real recognizes real. You know, real fans recognize the realness and their passion for, you know, WWE or wrestling in general. So, I mean, I don't get it myself, you know, but a lot of people do. Apparently, Australians are huge on it. But Australians are kind of like the South, you know, just a lot of people who like country music and, you know, Southern pride and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Revival fans in my area. I'm just not one of them. I do wish them well.
I'm pretty sure there's none in my area.
Well, there's actually like...
I don't know. Boston is pretty racist.
Exactly. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure there's none in my area, so that's fine. Everybody's a little bit racist.
So obviously, Roode and Gable retained, which, you know, maybe indicates a feud or something. But maybe I don't know. The fans want the Revival.
Wait, who did actually pin in the match?
Huh?
Which Revival member did you know, did Chad Gable or Bobby Roode pin? Like,
I don't know. Member? I don't remember. Don't care.
The one you have the biggest crush on.
God.
So next up, we had Drew McIntyre versus Finn Balor versus Dolph Ziggler. How was this match, guys? What went down?
It was a pretty good match. Yeah, it was a good match. I enjoyed it.
What went down? Now tell me what happened.
I mean, Dolph and Finn are two of my favorites on Raw.
Same.
But neither one of them won. So how do you feel about that, Soul?
What are you talking about? Balor won.
I thought he said Dolphin. Oh, he didn't. He said Dolphin Ziggler. I'm sorry, I meant Dolphin Drew. Okay, so I guess you're glad that and I guess that means definitely big things for Finn Balor. Yeah. So your mic is really, really low.
Alright, hold on.
Who? Yeah,
Soul's mic, it's really low. It kind of sounds like you're in a hallway or something, like distant.
Yeah.
Mr. Ziggles.
It switched to the wrong.
Yeah.
Microphone.
Much better.
No, I was saying that Finn definitely deserved this, and I'm glad that they didn't they're not just pushing Drew McIntyre like in your face like I thought they were going to.
Yeah.
I still think there's big things for him, but I think they're going to give Finn Balor his chance first.
I've been saying this for months that it's not. I'm not ready for Drew to have that kind of spotlight. He's not. I don't think he's ready.
No, I think they think he is, and here's what I think will happen. I think Finn will win the Universal title, and then he'll feud with Drew McIntyre for quite a while, and that'll be Drew McIntyre's push to the main event.
Get it first is what I mean.
Yeah, I agree.
I see that.
He could meet it like one of his first rivalries.
That would be a good feud, and I think a good build to like a minor pay-per-view. For Finn to win it at WrestleMania.
Where they're in like rivalry matches with each other, those would be really good matches. Because it's like the perfect like little guy versus the big strong guy situation. Because they're both. Drew's very athletic and a great in-ring competitor for his size and weight. So he can hang. So I think some good matches.
Yeah, he can hang with the best.
I think it would be fun to see. I don't know if to see Finn win it at WrestleMania. I think what would be funner would be to see.
Funner?
Yeah. Well, yeah, he could win it because I'm thinking of a different show. I would like to see R-Truth win the title at WrestleMania on SmackDown. I was thinking he would have to get a little segment with R-Truth, but I forgot different brands. So
yeah.
So yeah, it would be Balor defeats Brock Lesnar, feuds with Drew McIntyre. At some point, Drew would win the belt. And then, they go back and forth maybe or something like that.
I mean, it's R-Truth. They could do anything with him. He could just show up on Raw as like the special.
No, look, he'll show up. He'll win the title, show up on Raw, and think that he's the Universal Champion. He's like, I won the Universal Championship at WrestleMania, y'all. Monday Night Raw, let's go.
Like, to hell with it. We'll give him the match, and then he wins, and that's how he joins Raw. Like, you know what I mean? He just stumbles on the scene and then he just becomes a member of Raw. They could do that.
Yeah.
If they're creative, there's a lot of stuff they can do. Listen, this week was
creative.
Good, so I think
be creative.
I hope that it's gonna stay that way, and it's not just a lure the fans back in and then go back to the old ways type thing. I hope it stays good.
Ooh. Don't glare the fun,
So next up, go ahead. What?
Before this big announcement next up, we have a big announcement at DWP.
Uh-oh.
Want to know what it is?
Is it update on good?
Yes.
No, this is gonna be the last DWP episode of 2018.
That is true.
Yep, that's true.
We've been kicking it all year with the content of WWE. Anyways, back to the real WWE news.
And the biggest announcement of probably the year, if you ask me, and pretty important to making Raw and SmackDown better instead of just having random 6-woman tags and 8-woman battle royal.
John Cena is returning.
No.
Yeah, John Cena is returning. And SmackDown.
That's really where I thought you were going.
The announcement of the women's SmackDown tag or the women's tag titles, hopefully on both brands, but it wasn't specified.
Finally.
Hang on.
Do we feel like that's more important than John Cena himself?
Come on, man. He'll make SmackDown and Raw more relevant now.
Yep, definitely.
It's only more important because it's a first ever.
Hang on.
You know what?
There is just. Hang on, guys. I've got a little bit of a problem with this.
Uh-oh.
I kind of actually just feel that, well, the whole women's tag team championships. Okay, I've got just this funny feeling that I think maybe Bayley and Sasha make some maybe like the first tag.
They will be.
That's fine. What's wrong with that?
It. What will be the problem?
Yep.
They will be.
He's I feel like they're gonna be okay. Yep.
No, it's just
he's just mad because it's not gonna be the Iconics.
Just been
the Iconics.
Well.
Oh yeah. Well yeah.
They're on SmackDown anyway.
Here's my big problem with this, honestly. I talked about this on my WWE stream I did on Monday. If they're going to do this women's tag team championships, they better not just fucking copy and paste titles and just change the color. I swear to fucking God, I will flip the fuck out. They have to have something unique. they're not gonna copy and paste and be like, just change it to white. Okay, it's women's now.
Oh. What if they actually change it? What if they actually just change it just straight to pink? Because it's gonna be like we've already seen.
No, they won't go for.
They definitely won't go with pink.
No way. No, we don't.
They won't go for a feminine color. They will go with something like white and change change the faceplate to maybe an actual gold color, maybe, or something like that. I don't know. But they better have something unique, because it's not gonna be good if they just, I can guarantee for a fact that one's gonna be blue and the other one's gonna be red. And you know why I know this? Because look at the SmackDown and Raw tag team titles. True. They have to do something unique here.
Yep.
They have to do something unique.
Well, the whole red and blue titles is
They could make both of the side plates into boobies.
Coming from Sheepshifter and stuff on DWP.
But you have to keep in mind that if Charlotte Flair wins the tag titles, they gotta make them uneven.
Custom side plate.
Custom side plate. It's custom side plates molded from the real thing. Oh. So whoever the winner is, they'll mold it.
Good luck getting the titles up with Nia.
Anyway, we're getting into dangerous territory.
Way dangerous territory.
Next was one of the problems I have with the women's division, and I was just speaking of what will solve that. Well, 6-woman tag band. Get it right. Come on, don't be a jerk.
6-man tag.
They're women. So yeah, how did this go, guys? Did anybody even pay attention?
Nope. Didn't give care. Didn't give two shits about it. After the announcement and this came on, I'm like, oh yay.
Well, I think it's kind of relevant. You know, it might be good that they're like, hey, we're gonna have women's SmackDown or women's tag. I don't know why I keep trying to say women's SmackDown titles. We're gonna have women's tag team titles, and right after that, they're like, and this is why. This is what that's gonna fit.
This is gonna be even more excited about it when you have to watch this.
Yep.
Watch just something that we've seen before.
Well, there's a legitimate difference when there are stakes. When there's something to fight for, when there's a reason. Stakes and weights, baby. Stakes and weights.
Stakes and weights. Yeah. That commercial, man.
So, yeah, apparently Banks, Bailey, and Moon defeated Mickey, Fox, and Brooke.
Promo, I should say. Promo, not commercial.
So next we had a promo. Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman and Braun. How was it? What happened? What I miss?
You know,
that still wasn't.
So you can talk about it since he's your favorite guy.
He started out with a little Christmas carol about Brock Lesnar. So hilarious.
Wow.
Because I'm a part of the fan
because I'm not here.
So she has to watch this. Yeah, you have to go back and watch it.
Well, hopefully they'll put that promo on Hulu.
And all the bullshit I saw.
I am not watching it because I don't give a shit about that.
You already watched it, didn't you? And you're not
probably not. He didn't watch any of it. Probably. He watched the YouTube clips.
Yes, I did.
See?
Which actually skipped that whole thing. Thank God I actually did watch that. Thank God I watched like the skip version of it.
But it basically foreshadowed. It foreshadowed Braun versus Brock. Ben, that's probably you should have got something you would be excited about.
Hang on, guys. This is actually also a thing that I may have actually also talked to you about in Discord. Okay, mandatory rematches. I'm gonna say this once again. I know that your boy Soulamazin, of course, he'll probably say, "Oh no, Lesnar wouldn't actually Lesnar would not lose the freaking title." Okay, rematch. No, let me just state this once and for all, Soulamazin. If Brock loses that title,
you can't say it ever again.
There is no more rematch for him. Okay. Hey.
Ben, did you get this? Did you get this news from a Telegraph or the Pony Express? Because this shit is old AF. We've been talking about this for 2 weeks. We know there's no more mandatory championship, man. We know this. It's done.
I know that.
We know.
Well, Ben just got the Telegraph. Stop.
No, I did. No,
this is good. This is new to Ben. Okay, guys.
Nude. This is nude to Ben.
This is not nude.
He doesn't want to pay attention to.
You gotta remember.
I'm actually just trying to address something that like the whole Lesnar situation.
If it wasn't new to you, you wouldn't have posted it. Don't link to it.
It's not a Brock Lesnar situation. It's a general situation in the company.
It means nobody gets rematches. Except for Brock Lesnar, because you didn't see that small print.
Well, hang on.
You don't get a rematch. You don't get a rematch.
He doesn't need a rematch because he's not going to lose, so it doesn't matter.
Sheep.
What? Honestly, Ben, I hope to God that Brock Lesnar wins forever just to troll you.
Yeah, it's worth it. He's not going to lose at all.
It's worth it to me at this point to see your anxiety.
Nope.
You
literally
just said right.
Shape.
I'm trying to say something right here, and I'm completely forgot it now. Okay.
So, he still doesn't know who you are.
You literally actually just said shoot. Everyone does not, of course, there's no more rematches except for Brock Lesnar. Let me actually just question you there. How is that actually fair to the other superstars from Raw and SmackDown who have actually worked their damn ass off to finally get their opportunity at the WWE Universal or WWE Championship? Okay?
Look, Ben.
Damn fair to all those superstars.
You listen to Ben go. Ben is all fire.
They should actually get the same treatment as Lesnar because Lesnar is just a big part-time.
Look, I got 4 words for you. It's best for business.
I heard Vince McMahon.
Well, you want to know something?
We're not being great at the moment.
Born winning.
Ben, it's best for business.
Okay, hey Sheep. Here's what's actually best for business. Brock Lesnar not getting an opportunity at the Universal title ever again. That is actually what I call best for business.
Brock Lesnar is the best. Brock Lesnar, #1.
Number 1.
Yeah, and
you know what fun you guys could have been having with me all this time? Instead of just being mad yourself. Look at what you've been missing out on.
I bet if Ben saw Brock Lesnar walking down the street, he'd run up to him and say he's his biggest fan. And please sign this.
Yeah,
I would not.
Brock Lesnar, I love you. You're my favorite wrestler. You deserve the Universal Championship. Can you sign my nipple?
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
you sign my nipples?
Please.
Please, Brock Lesnar. You're the best. You're number
Everybody
one.
would.
Well,
Everybody would.
okay.
Every wrestling fan in the world would. I don't care how much they say. If you see Brock Lesnar in public, you would go up to him. And
You would, Ben. You would, Ben. Don't you lie.
Stop. Don't be that guy. Stop it.
Yeah, I would actually probably kick Brock Lesnar right in the face.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, if they get F5.
Yeah, and then die. Literally.
Yeah, do you want a death sentence, Ben?
Ben,
Yep.
I pray for the day that you meet Brock Lesnar and I'm there and I could just show him some of these podcasts. I could be like,
he said he's gonna kick you in the face. Bro. What are you gonna do if you feel upside down like that, bro?
Alright, we're floating away here. Let's get to the next match.
but it was still,
we didn't.
It's not a wrestling podcast anymore.
Wait.
This is
it was good content.
It's
good content.
We're just gonna conversate.
We didn't actually finish this about the skip. But anyways, about the carol that he sang about Brock Lesnar. Braun Strowman came out and said he had a gift, I think, for him, and it was just
a gift.
it was like
It's like what, Rudolph
Yeah.
nose and antlers.
Yeah.
I see. Yep.
And then he said a joke, but I don't remember.
It's Paul Heyman, the red-nosed advocate.
Yeah, it was like that was the corniest joke ever.
Worst joke ever, and everybody's
like Paul Heyman, the red-nosed advocate. I'm like, what? Okay. But yeah, let's move on to this match here. This is actually a good match.
Is it our main event?
Ronda Rousey versus Natalya. I'm surprised to hear a good match from Ronda Rousey. Tell me how. What went on? And a good match from Natalya.
Here's the reason why I think this. Here's the reason why I think this was a good match. Only because both of these girls are just not that good at wrestling. So we think it's a good match. It's just like if they're fighting somebody that's actually good. Yeah, basically it was on equal grounds.
Commentary was talking about, these two train together. I was like, okay, that says a lot.
Yeah, exactly. I love how they were pushing Natalya. It's like Natalya was trains with Ronda Rousey, so he knows all her moves. Like, okay.
No, I think Ronda has been improving week to week, or match to match. Not drastically, but
50-50.
Yeah.
50-50.
Enough to know.
Yeah, 50-50. I agree.
Good thing. You gotta think how difficult MMA to sports entertainment transition has to be.
True.
Nobody else. She's doing better than anyone ever has before.
She's the best. Oh well.
Doing better? What do you mean doing better? Like she's got more accomplishments? Like she won the title very quickly? Or
no,
she's like
she's progressing as every performer better than anyone else.
I've seen like people that just kind of came out and just naturally shine. I'm trying to think of an example. Who wasn't like straight up wrestler. I know there are some. It's just hard to think of an example when I'm on the spot. I'll think of it later.
Just like
that kind of came with, just based on their credibility as, being a hot commodity or something like that.
Progressing in a short period of time, not like the end of their career.
Wouldn't Goldberg be one of them? Because he was never, he never trained or anything with wrestling.
Not really, because Goldberg only had 3 moves. 2 moves. He had Goldberg had a spear and a jackhammer, and that was it.
He was a football player, not MMA.
Yeah.
I know.
But
But he was talking about people that
You know, just coming
talking
in.
about from MMA background to in-ring performer.
Well, yeah, there's not many of those to draw off of.
Not just any kind of athlete, period.
You know, yeah, it's a new crossover. UFC fighters are finally starting to take wrestling serious as an after career. You know, when their fighting careers are done and stuff like that. So the only real crossover we had before was back in the way back when with like Ken Shamrock and Dan Severn.
Oh, yeah.
Because they fought in the UFC as well. But it really added to the legitimacy in there. I think it definitely helps.
Pretty great, but I'm talking about
this is this is a different time. Ken Shamrock was a wrestler first, you know.
Yeah.
So, well, actually, you know, he was whatever martial artist type thing or whatever. But I see what you're saying. I haven't noticed the progression. Maybe I didn't get to see it shine in this match like it supposedly did. So, you know.
Aww, that's so sad.
I missed it.
Next part.
I was surprised. They're definitely not gonna go with the 3MB reunion. So it's like Slater versus Jinder Mahal. How'd this go?
Oh yeah, Jinder Mahal.
Let's
I don't know. They could still happen though.
though.
It could still happen.
So, in the middle of the match, the commentary started saying Santa Claus, and you look out into the crowd, and there's Santa Claus with a big bag of gifts just throwing presents all out into the crowd, you know, t-shirts and stuff like that. And they're like, what's Santa Claus doing out here?
Santa Claus.
And then he comes into the ring. Santa Claus gets in the ring, and they go, that move looks familiar, and he hits a door on Jinder Mahal and rips off his hat and beard, and it's Rhino.
It's Rhino.
Yeah.
Yep.
Of course.
Yeah, the man that who actually
he was never fired in the first place.
Here's the question: could everybody tell it was Rhino before he got in the ring, like out in the crowd?
You didn't know until he hit the door.
So the disguise was good enough. That's cool.
So it was a pretty good surprise. Yeah, you couldn't see his face at all. Like the beard was like way up his face, and the hat was pulled down over his eyebrows.
Cool.
So you couldn't tell. It was a surprise until he hit the gore, and then you're like,
Santa Claus.
So I am glad.
Off as soon as he did the gore. So it's kind of like slamming things.
I am glad, while at the same time, I feel like it puts Rhino and Slater kind of back in the same position of being nowhere.
Yeah, unless the Revival does eventually win the tag titles, Heath and Rhino could potentially be the next in line, because technically the Revival is viewed as a heel team in this situation that they're in right now. So we could have the Revival eventually win the titles, and then Heath and Rhino.
Stop labeling them, man.
I guess it's possible, but I don't know, man. They'd have to get a real big fan pop behind them. They'd have to get a good thing going, good comedic bit or something going again. But WWE would have to. Yeah, so that's my fear is WWE's not going to give them that much ball to run with. They might give them one little funny segment, and then it might do great. But then they might just say, "Okay, we're done." You know, kind of like Fashion Files and all that. They gave them a great bit of segments that were probably the best thing on SmackDown there for a while, and nothing came of it. No advancement in the division at all. They sat at the bottom of the card the entire time, but they were the hottest thing on TV. SmackDown doesn't always get it right, but
I'm just trying to stay optimistic about it and hope for the best. Hopefully all these changes stay in place and they keep giving us good content. I think that Rhino dressing up as Santa and surprising us is a pretty good start. I think this episode overall was pretty damn good.
Cool.
Oh, and you missed they did a few segments of like superstars in the back.
The only reason
Christmas.
The only reason Breezango is not together because of his injury. So who knows what could happen when he comes back.
That's what I was going to talk about with Tyler Breeze's segment where he said if he could have one thing for Christmas, it would be a speedy recovery for his best friend and his partner.
Yeah.
What was it? He said he also wanted what else?
I don't remember now.
He
Probably
said he wanted
silly.
something else, and then it was something silly, and then you hear a guy say, "Breeze, you can only have one." And then he goes, he's like, "Then I want this," and he didn't say like the speedy recovery.
Oh no!
He said he wanted the other thing, and it was really funny. I can't remember what it was he had said.
I don't remember what it was either.
No, that's gonna be the one. Hopefully it doesn't lead to them, bickering or something. Hopefully Brizon goes like, "Yeah, totally, I would have done that too." That's the way it said that would pay off. He's like, "No, I totally get it. Yeah, definitely, you made the right call." So the main event: Seth Rollins, Baron Corbin.
Yep, and Shades of Old, same thing again. Seth Rollins beats Baron Corbin.
Okay. So
in case you guys don't know that this is the last match.
Yep.
So how was it? Was it good for you?
He said Ariana Grande concert tickets. Ariana Grande concert tickets. That's what he said. That's what he said.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm tired of the whole Seth and Corbin angle already.
Well, this was obviously the end of that, right? So it was just meant to be a
I hope so.
a period on the sentence. The end.
It was.
It's been like a week, and I'm like,
yeah, I'm tired of this. This is the first time it's happened in like months.
I mean, it wasn't a great match for a main event.
I get that.
It's time to repackage Corbin again. He needs to repackage it.
Yeah. Gotta repackage Corbin. Gotta hit the books, hit the shelf, hit the chalkboard, hit the drawing board. I don't know what they're gonna do with him.
I think he should join the Ascension.
He could grow out a beard, pretend to be Aaron Rowan.
That he should actually go back to SmackDown. Yeah, I think that he should go back to SmackDown.
Hold on, I haven't done it yet, so I'll go ahead and get it in now. Maybe they should send him back to NXT.
Oh my god.
They should
I've been waiting for it.
Go ahead and knock that out real quick.
His promo work is not good. His promo work is not good.
We are one.
Hello, Harry.
Wrestling, good, but commentary. Or should I actually say, his promo work needs improving.
Sure.
If
you say so.
Work has improved dramatically.
Yeah.
Well,
that's his best quality right now, probably, besides his finishing moves.
Yeah,
what would his repackage even be? If they would repackage him?
Well, getting a new gimmick.
That's what repackaging is, man.
I don't know what it would mean. Like, what would they do with him? What gimmick would you give this guy?
They're probably gonna Mojo Rawley him.
Probably. They're probably like, yep, okay, whatever. You're done.
No, I think they really like him.
Unless they really do something with him and Alexa Bliss.
No, I don't think so. I bet they do. They'll do something. Maybe mid-card title range. It won't be world title for a while. He'll have to earn his way in, kind of like The Miz did. Now that he's got that hatred, he's just got to evolve and adapt and find ways to really get under the skin and be memorable.
They'll probably really disappoint us and have him win the World Rumble.
Oh, well,
Monday was last Monday when what's the last Monday when they announced the whole big thing about McMahon's taking back the show.
McMahon's taking over.
When he came out, like so much hatred for this dude, and he stood there and took it. He took it, man. Like he was like he wanted to say something but I can't really explain it. Like he goes, no, hold on. He was trying to make an excuse or something. It was hilarious. I don't know. He took it. He took it. He took all the hatred, and he can do that. I like how he takes it and tries to flip it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. He tries to flip the hatred of like all the hatred he gets from everybody, and make something else out of it to seem positive. Yeah, I don't know. I like Baron Corbin though. Like not as like a wrestler, but like, you know, entertaining wise. He's entertaining.
You need to have that guy that you hate to see. You gotta have that person. If you just love everybody, then the show.
Here's the thing. You know, The Miz is supposed to be that guy that you hate to see, just because how his gimmick is. But the thing is, The Miz plays his gimmick off so fucking good that people like it. That's the thing. It's like you love to hate it. You love to hate Miz's gimmick, and you know he's doing good because you love to hate it. Well, you love to hate it, hate to love it.
True.
Good stuff.
And that's what makes all TV and entertainment.
So let's hit up SmackDown now. I did get to see this, and I thought it was a really good SmackDown.
I didn't watch SmackDown because I will, Christmas. So
yeah, I know how I go.
Do much.
That's why I missed Raw.
I've seen some of it,
but in my opinion, it's probably one of the best SmackDowns in a while, and that's saying a lot because SmackDown is usually pretty decent. Started off with the Usos, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson versus Sanity and The Bar. This was kind of, but at the same time, it highlighted a lot of favorites. The Club, or the Bullet, what are they? The Good Brothers, I guess is what they are. The Good Brothers, the Usos, Sanity, and The Bar, that's a lot of people to show off right there, and it was a pretty good match as far as that went. Usually those will get really either out of hand or kind of crazy, but this one maintained its pace and was pretty interesting.
Because it included techniques that we haven't gotten to see in a while.
Yep.
It was refreshing. It wasn't like the women on Raw where we see it every week.
I just wish that, I know that they're going to put Nikki Cross on Raw and freaking Sanity's going to lose her. And I think it would have been great to have her come out to the ring and just do something crazy, like do a flying crossbody on one of the guys or something, like on Sheamus or something.
They're going to put her on Raw?
I have a feeling.
Why?
To put her with somebody like Ronda Rousey, to put over Ronda and still not make... Because she can go against anybody and still come out looking good just because of her act and her gimmick. That she can lose a lot and still seem credible. Just because her unpredictability makes her, unpredictable. At any moment she might just go, full on batshit and pull out the win, freak somebody out. And I think it would be an interesting dynamic to have more creative storylines with Ronda Rousey. I think it would be better than the stuff we're getting right now. Nia Jax and Natalya, and she needs something interesting. And there's nothing more interesting as far as women characters than, well, maybe besides Becky Lynch, than Nikki Cross. I mean, maybe I've always been a fan of Nikki Cross, but maybe I'm biased, but I don't think there's a more fun personality to watch.
I agree.
Galaxy says he thinks Nikki would team with Bray. I don't know. I don't know. She's crazier. She would steal the spotlight from Bray Wyatt. Sanity could kind of fit in with her because, like, Eric Young, his voice, and he actually looks pretty crazy, and they all act pretty crazy. So, she fit with Sanity really well. I don't think it would work as well with Bray Wyatt or, I don't know why the name of their group is slipping my mind now. The Wyatt family. Yeah, that's crazy.
I think they need to do a mass alliance between Wyatt family and
Wyatt, we've been saying it forever. Faction, please give us a faction.
Yeah, that would be the best faction available.
We want something to just run over.
If they were to do the club, that would be great.
About two things from our SmackDown that right now. We actually missed the new Daniel Bryan had no patience.
We weren't.
We didn't miss anything. We just haven't moved on yet.
Yeah, we didn't miss that.
The podcast isn't over.
We're still talking about the previous part. We were talking about sanity and factions, and it led to that. Yeah. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on, just for the sake of argument. Daniel Bryan interrupts R-Truth and Carmella. I can't get. I don't like Daniel Bryan now, and I guess that's the point. Maybe I guess I'm looking at it wrong, and I should be respecting that I don't like him. So yeah, Daniel Bryan is doing a great job as a heel. Because I hate him.
Indifferent about Daniel Bryan?
Yeah, it's more indifference, really.
And now it's not. So hate's better than indifference.
I think it's still more indifference. I was saying hate for lack of a better word. Yeah, it's more indifference than more apathy. It's like I don't care for this. I just really don't care for it.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same. I mean, sometimes it's funny.
Fickle. That's why they try to find any one little thing to grasp onto, and that's their thing. Let me find a word or a key phrase, and that's my gimmick change. And he's just like, I know, fickle. Daniel Bryan picked a pack of fickle peppers.
Yep. Yeah, and actually beat up the whole. Yeah, he actually beat up Truth.
But no, I really enjoyed this segment because it gives me more hope towards our Truth winning the Royal Rumble.
It was good for me. Like maybe I'll win the Royal Rumble. Yeah, you know.
Light on that, on a rivalry between the two. It's like foreshadowing.
And he threw some shade, like, you know, maybe I'll win the Royal Rumble, and maybe I'll take that title off of you, if you still have it, you know. But then, Daniel Bryan just beat him down.
And then it made it like, and it's making our Truth look more serious. Like, it's spreading light on the fact that a lot of people probably do feel like our Truth's career has become a joke.
Well, yeah, and I'm sure that
and the fans like us that really like him and want to see him push. And him fighting back and saying, well, maybe I'll win the Royal Rumble. And if you still have the title, it makes us hype. Because they're like, yeah, he's going to do it. He's fighting back. He's standing up for himself. It's not a joke. Like, it was a good segment. And I hope that it goes the way that we want it to. Because, you know, the majority of fans want us to get him in. Especially the long-term R-Truth.
I'm sure even Vince McMahon wants R-Truth to get the title, you know.
Yeah, and you know, Vince McMahon even has love for R-Truth.
So, hopefully good things for him.
In my opinion, I think for the betterment of the WWE in the future, this is an important moment that I hope they capitalize on. Because it's going to be really disappointing if they let this go. Yep.
So moving on, we had Mustafa Ali versus Andrade Cien Almas. I didn't know which way this would go, and it was a really good match. And you know, I thought these are both like people who are on equally high pedestals right now, as far as, you know, not being up in the card, but like having a lot of buzz, and seems like the company is pretty high on them. So I really didn't know which way this was going to go. And Mustafa Ali pulled out the win, which is kind of surprising for me. I was like, if I was leaning towards anybody, I was leaning towards Andrade Cien Almas, since now, you know, it was Mustafa's debut. And Ali had already had such impressive matches against Daniel Bryan and some others. I think he had one against AJ Styles. Yeah, Mustafa Ali did. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But it was a tag match. I don't really count those. Yeah.
But still, it's a pinfall on the champion. It's pretty big for your second match on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of the reasons why I was so surprised. Like, Andrade is a guy who was just not that long ago NXT champion.
Yeah.
Mustafa Ali just came from 205 Live out of nowhere. No one was expecting it. And he's getting a pinfall, and then Ryan went a tag team match. Now all of a sudden he beats Andrade.
And now the victory.
Where did this come from? Like, I feel like
he might have a little heat.
They just want to make him look good. That's all.
They
know nobody wants to
but why? Why did they? That's my thing. Like, they go to the left or to the right on this situation. Like, with as far as pushes go, they either linger way too long or they do it way too quickly. Like, he just bursts out of the scene out of nowhere and started
a couple of months. I give or take a couple of months. You won't even. You'll just forget about Mustafa Ali. Give or take a couple of months. Watch. I can guarantee they'll drop him just like that.
I'll be honest, I don't really care for him. He's got a nice athletic finisher, but once you've seen it a few times, you know, you're just going to lose its appeal.
Yeah. I agree. He's pretty exciting, but I don't know, right? Maybe they see something in him, they know something they don't, and
I think Cedric Alexander would be a better fit for the main roster than Mustafa Ali. Even Buddy Murphy. They look more like main roster guys, you know, the build and the type of person that WWE wants to fill those roles. Mustafa Ali is clearly a cruiserweight. I mean, Finn Balor is like a different sort because he doesn't really look like a cruiserweight. If you kind of, he looks like a main event guy. Some guys, even though they're cruiserweights, look like main event guys. The one exception is Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio was a cruiserweight and obviously a cruiserweight, but capable of main eventing. But, you know, you've got those guys who kind of are cross-blended into the, you know, they can fit in well in either resort. You know, Chris Jericho and Edge and Christian, you know, they were all cruiserweights. And Eddie Guerrero and a lot of very talented wrestlers that, you know. So my point being that, you know, I think Mustafa Ali is more pure cruiserweight, and he doesn't have the character, the appeal, the it factor. I don't know what to call it. You know, the stuff that, you know, Adam Cole, whatever Adam Cole has. He doesn't have that charisma to carry him to main event status. So I think it's a waste of time to put him on Raw. And I really feel like they should have went with Buddy Murphy or Cedric Alexander. They could have put him on SmackDown. That would have made more sense to me.
what?
Like, they did put him on SmackDown. I'm losing my mind here. I don't know what I'm doing. We are talking about SmackDown.
Jerry, go back to talking about mid.
It was a better podcast then. Back then. In the good old days when we were talking about Ben.
Wow. Okay,
Anyway.
Sheep.
I mean, talking with Ben. We were talking with you. We weren't.
Bye.
He's done. Alright, guys. So, Miz TV with Shane McMahon. This was... I like this, even though I still see like a snake in the grass somewhere.
Same.
It was kind of cool to see a little bit of emotion. If it wasn't, it shows his, you know, somewhat acting skills.
This is where I started watching SmackDown on this.
Yeah, so the Miz came out and talked about how it was
what I'm doing and just stare at the TV.
Yeah, it was like the story about his father. And I was like, that's a man right there. You see, he takes risks and he doesn't think about it and he just goes hard. And that's what a man is, son. And if you could team up with that, you would be something great. And he was like, oh, okay, I've really got to do this. So it kind of really backed Shane McMahon into a corner. And I was like, so I really kind of want to see where this goes.
His face was like, I can't possibly say no to this. There's no way. Like, I'm fucked now. I have to team up with him. Dude, that was just too good. Even though it was scripted for him to say no, he was like, you know what? I'm going to keep going on.
But I don't want Shane McMahon versus The Miz at WrestleMania. I don't know why, but I just don't want that.
Me either. I hope they don't do it. They're probably going to do it.
Maybe Royal Rumble, but that seems like too quick of a turn to develop the story properly. I think they should win the tag titles.
I think that...
Same.
Well, I don't know.
Wait, wouldn't that be Miz's first tag team title?
No, he's won it before.
No. Yeah, because he's one of
when he was, I only know that because when he was listing his accomplishments, he said tag team title.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Miz and Morrison, they won.
Oh yeah.
Wait, hasn't he actually also became a tag team champion with John Cena? I think.
Maybe.
Yeah, I swear that he actually has.
Everybody's been tag team champions with John Cena.
Yeah,
I've been tag
you haven't been in the WWE unless you've been tag team champions with John Cena. That's how you start your career.
What I'm talking about, he was tag team with Damien Shadow as well.
Sandow.
Yeah.
Not Shadow.
Damien Shadow.
This isn't Avenged Sevenfold.
Yep.
I try, Okay.
Okay.
Moving on. Oh, well, I thought this was a really great segment. I really want to see where they go. I kind of hope they win the tag titles and have, like, a pretty serious push there for a little while. And maybe actually, I think it would be great to see them actually click. And, like, what would be cool, I think, would be to, like, see Miz at the other end of the ring and set him up for the Miz thing. But as he's coming down, Shane McMahon coast to coast him in the face as he's doing his finisher. I can't think of the name now. So they come up.
Who's finishing?
Okay.
It's the Miz's finisher.
Skull crushing.
Skull crushing finale. Yeah, like a skull crushing coast to coast, man. That would be pretty wicked.
To backtrack real quick, he has been tag team champs with John Cena, Dat Wrasslin, and Damien. He's also been two-time tag champs with the Big Show.
I don't remember.
Oh,
five-time tag champion.
Yep, I remember him as with Showmiz. Oh, great.
So that's really impressive. I mean, he's got a pretty impressive resume as far as tag teams go.
He does.
I really wish that they would.
Pretty sure
they
all
had
his tag team runs was like pretty short.
I think it would be great if they realized that they clicked well and like they put on some good shows and like Shane's courage and the Miz's, tactics. That's probably going to be what happens.
They're supposed to be the best in the world, and then they're going to keep losing.
That first tag match,
I think Shane McMahon is going to turn on him because it's been rumors that Shane's supposed to have turned heel since the
Same. I heard rumors of that.
So I think he'll be the one to turn on Miz. Because everyone expects Miz to be the one.
Well, then it's going to be like dominoes, and all the McMahons are going to just be straight heels in.
Well, Vince isn't really a heel.
Oh, hold on. We forgot something on Monday Night Raw. We forgot a big thing on Monday Night Raw.
Starting to be more.
We forgot the Vince McMahon and Finn Balor interaction backstage. No, not Finn Balor.
What are you even talking about?
Vince McMahon and
No, this was SmackDown. I'm still getting my shows.
You are.
I'm all back. Look, don't let me miss Raw. Don't let me miss Raw again because it gets me all kinds of screwed up because I'm mixing my shows up even though I didn't watch one of them. That's the problem. I hope.
She was all fucked up.
I'm out of my mind. I drank like 5 gallons of whiskey in between the ride home from work. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
I'm hammered.
Wait, wasn't it?
I'm a bit sloshed.
Wasn't it actually like after when the whole Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Jimmy Uso, and Naomi actually that whole segment happened? Wasn't it after the match? I swear that was like after the match.
I don't remember that.
Well, it actually did happen, and let's just say, okay, yeah, I will say
it
this.
Actually happened.
Mandy Rose,
it did.
Well, Mandy Rose tried to get Jimmy Uso under the mistletoe, and Naomi actually threw a shoe at Sonya Deville. Yeah, that's
cool, awesome. I'm glad that happened. Anyway, the next segment was Jeff Hardy versus Samoa Joe.
And
good match, better than I thought. Jeff Hardy gets the win via count out.
I still miss Wendy.
Oh, actually, no, Samoa Joe actually did defeat Jeff Hardy by disqualification.
I didn't really like Jeff Hardy's offense. Was fine, but as soon as Samoa Joe got up, it was over. I felt like that was kind of stronger booking for Joe than for Jeff Hardy. Shows Jeff's quote-unquote breakdown and that he's willing to kind of go there, but at the same time, as soon as he did, Samoa Joe was like, "You're in my land now, bitch," and just choked him the fuck out. Just got right up from all of his little hissy fit and just choked him out. And I feel like
you're gonna have to. I mean, you gotta get Samoa Joe the edge here because Jeff Hardy just not too long ago had United States Championship. You can't just keep, in light of new events, you can't keep pushing Joe.
True.
You gotta get Joe to do it. I feel like something's coming soon for Joe. They keep picking on him about you've been here for 2 years and haven't won any titles thing. I think it's coming.
It's coming.
Maybe R-Truth does win the title
and then Samoa Joe murders him.
Yeah. The next night
gets the title.
Is that how we really want that to go down?
No, I don't want that to happen, but that's probably how they would book it because you can't really.
I would personally prefer R-Truth to hold the title for a good little while, but I wouldn't be as pissed or disappointed about R-Truth immediately losing the title as long as he wins it. I just want it. That's my main goal.
I would prefer it to be a memorable run with lots of dance breaks and lots of confusion, lots of getting lost and losing the title, and just anything that they can do to make just the most enjoyable.
Or he comes out the women's title and they're freaking out. That's not your Oscar comes out or whoever the women's champion is at the time. What are you doing?
Chasing him down. He's walking down the ramp. She's chasing behind him. There's no end to the hilarity you can do with that. So the next match was the United States Championship match between Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura, and finally, it's Rusev Day. Oh my God, this took a fucking 2 years almost. It took a year at least. This is so unfair to how long it took, but I'm glad it finally happened. And that
wasn't it Rusev's birthday?
Yeah.
It was actually Rusev's birthday when this actually happened. So it was
it was his birthday. It was his birthday.
And main event, so you get that.
He's United States champion for the third time.
And I hope it is a very long, dominant run with a bunch of good feuds. I mean, build on the character that they've let Rusev become, the face. Let's detract from using the terms heel and face, but Samoa. Well, I would like to see Samoa Joe be successful, so maybe save Samoa Joe for later, and maybe have Joe beat him. That's somebody who you could see like just being the contender. So, you know, no more rematches. So Nakamura's out the door. What?
Would be a good first.
Well, speaking of actually a rematch, I think Shinsuke actually might get his rematch for the United States Championship. Maybe.
Ben?
They just said they're not going to do that. Why would they do that?
I know.
You were just talking about no rematches and doing a whole spiel about it. And now?
What?
Oh my god.
What? Only problem is, I don't know if he actually might get his rematch, but I'm just saying, if we actually if we actually do potentially might get like a Shinsuke versus Rusev feud, maybe it could fight for the title. I don't even know about this whole this whole feud between Shinsuke and Rusev. It's absolutely absolutely crazy. It's just I don't know where they're gonna go with this, but hopefully
it's not gonna.
You ever notice whenever Ben is trying to explain something, he sounds like Current Dean Ambrose trying to explain why he hates Seth Rollins.
He's trying to convince his own self of something that he doesn't.
So I am actually just everything I always say is it's always the truth because
So I'm looking at the roster and there's not that many heels besides like Randy Orton and The Miz.
Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan would probably be good. And as long as Daniel Bryan doesn't mind losing. But he's not going to continue to be. But I'm saying that couldn't be his first. Yeah, that wouldn't be his first feud, obviously. There's literally nobody. Let's see. You've got Aiden English. Maybe he's ready to come back. That could be a good starting feud. But I don't want to see that. Really. There's the Sanity guys, but that's too many people.
Well, Eric Young could actually put that opportunity.
I just feel like he would lose because of the disadvantage.
I'd like to see Killian
there's the Big Show.
Big Show, after getting dropped by the bar. This would be interesting. Storyline.
I'm interested now just to tune in and see who.
There's Andrade Cien Almas.
Okay.
Well, that doesn't matter. In the land of WWE, there is no canon or timeline. You know that.
Yeah.
They can change it from day to day. Shelton Benjamin is still around. That he could step up. I would say Todd Dillinger, but yeah. I mean I'm just listing the only options there really are. The Harper and Owen and Rowan both have injuries.
Yeah.
So there's literally like nobody besides Randy Orton or Rey Mysterio. But Rey Mysterio might only work on like the. He's supposed to be returning soon.
We don't even talk about it. He just kind of disappeared.
And I guess this is supposed to be. He's going to be the real him this time. That's what he says every time, though. It's like Ben and not going to be at the podcast.
Wow.
He just shows up as his normal thing.
There's Primo Cologne. He could feud with that guy.
No.
Primo Cologne, hell no.
Yeah, so there's nobody.
Probably the Cologne could be. Okay. There could be one, but you guys like.
Let's see who's coming up. Who's stepping up? Lars Sullivan, maybe. EC3.
Well, He may go in Raw or
well, we don't know if he's going to Raw or SmackDown. We don't know which show they're going to.
EC3, baby.
Probably.
Well,
But they got
well,
he
I
probably
know
will,
what's
but don't they have enough giant big dudes on Raw?
They do.
And
Yeah,
big guy versus big guy is usually pretty boring.
The large SmackDown, I think Heavy Machinery needs to go to Raw.
I don't know. Well, yeah, they would probably get buried in SmackDowns because SmackDowns has a pretty stacked roster. So yeah,
Lacey Evans gonna go.
I don't care.
Why is she even coming up?
Lacey Evans.
She's the most.
She could be actually like a good on Raw or SmackDown. I don't know, but I'll probably say SmackDown. I'm gonna say SmackDown.
Like, is she only getting by on the fact that her gimmick is? I think it's only because her gimmick is about women's rights. So she's like, I'm the first ever.
So yeah, let's move on now.
Yep, to our final segment of SmackDown, where it actually features
The one that
AJ
this
Styles.
happened on Raw. Remember, Ben? I told you guys earlier.
No, this happened on SmackDown. I remember. Yo,
I remember. You
AJ
remember?
Styles and the Mr. McMahon whole segment.
This is great.
Mr. McMahon, yo, he wants to see this new. I don't know. Yo, this new version of
This made you feel
AJ.
good.
Yeah.
New version of AJ and classic, great Vince McMahon, the genius, the you could call Vince McMahon the architect.
Old school Vince.
Yep.
He knew exactly what he was doing. He wanted AJ to hit him.
This might be some shit that what happened between him and Frank Cole or something back in the day.
And he's not gonna not get punished for this. He's gonna get in trouble, or they'll fine him, quote unquote.
They're gonna make him snap even more.
Yeah, this is gonna be
We
good.
need a good heel AJ.
Yes, we do.
This is glimpses of
We need to get old school TNA heel AJ. I hope he shaves his freaking head.
even better than that is
The
that
hairstyle back that he had in TNA. When he had the little necklace on.
We don't
As-
need
as-
no beat up John Cena heel.
as good as that's gonna be for AJ, I'm honestly more excited for classic Vince coming back. Vince McMahon being a main
I'm
part,
excited
and
for all of it. Everything about this was exciting.
well, you could tell that it's like him saying that, like, look, guys, you're gonna get it. You know, this is what you want. I know it. You want Vinnie Mac back, and like to see that, you know, he's
Daddy's home.
pulling the strings, but at the same time, great storytelling. They do their best storytelling with Vince McMahon.
Oh yeah.
Daddy's home.
Daddy's home. Good.
So amazing segment, and
AJ Styles will be. I'm telling you, AJ Styles will be one of the greatest heel turns ever if they play it right.
there's a light at the end of the
And I
tunnel.
quote, phenomenal.
There's a tunnel at the end of the light.
It'll be
Whoa,
it'll make you
mind
forget all
blown.
about Brian.
Brain exploded. Error.
Error.
So-
Cannot compute.
Let's move on into NXT real quick. We had a fatal
This is where I
four-way.
go take a shit.
Come on.
I'm still behind on NXT. I have yet to make time to catch up.
Well, catch up right now.
Yo,
I'm still gonna watch it though.
His voice
Yeah,
is
you
so
should.
amazing.
NXT's more. It's more of a priority for me to watch than Raw is. Like, I made the decision to watch NXT or Raw, and I was like, I'm definitely just gonna watch NXT. Raw was too much of a grind, and I assumed.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, Ben.
Before you open that horns out.
What was
Ben.
that, Ben?
Ben's electric chair is going off. Roll on 12. Oh man. So NXT Fatal 4-Way number one contender match. Whoever won this match would be the number one contender for Shayna Baszler's NXT title. You had Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, Lacey Evans, and Mia Yim. We obviously knew it wasn't going to be Lacey Evans because Lacey Evans going to the roll on 12.
Yeah.
Yo, chill.
He's walking the green mile.
Jeez, Ben.
Say he's in your dog from Norty, you piece of shit.
Yeah, fucking dog stop barking.
Anyway, we knew Lacey Evans wasn't going because she's going to Raw or SmackDown. Bianca Belair, Mia Yim, and Io Shirai, that was kind of a coin toss between, if you ask me. But really, from the outset and from the crowd reaction, from the entrances and everything, you could kind of tell it was going to be Bianca Belair. I think this could be interesting. Bianca Belair has lost, I think, already to... no, it might have said she's undefeated. Yeah, she's still undefeated, so she hasn't fought Shayna Baszler.
Yep.
I think it's the perfect time for Shayna Baszler to lose, or she'll use her buddies and they'll get the win. Or she'll try to use her buddies. Yeah, I think this would be the perfect time for her to lose the title and make a surprise appearance with her buddies at Royal Rumble, and then you get the 4 horsewomen, and everything I said will come true.
Oh, will it?
Yes. Maybe not the circumstances that I initially predicted, but the end result.
Then they all get retirement checks, and then they have a couple of drinks.
No, then Ronda Rousey gets a part-timer's check, and she only defends the title once every 3 weeks. Every 3 months, I'm sorry.
Yep, just like Brock Lesnar.
And then her and Brock Lesnar will have a good old time laughing.
And then they, in storyline, get married, and they kidnap both of the main titles. And one night, Brock Lesnar sneaks in and steals the Intercontinental title, too. So they just run off with all the titles, and
then Ronda Rousey steals the Women's Championship title.
And then they come out with mixed titles, men and women mixed match titles, and Ronda and Brock win those. Sable also gets beat up by Ronda Rousey because Ronda stole her man. So we get a comeback from Sable there at the same time. Maybe right when she's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame.
And
oh wait, she already has been.
CM Punk comes into the mix and they have a 3-way.
Yeah, and we got to all this from NXT and Bianca Belair. Awesome.
Yeah.
Next up was
Crazy
Jackson
stuff.
Riker versus another squash match person. There was a pretty good finishing move thing where he like bounced him off the ropes and finished it with a power bomb, but otherwise it was just a pretty boring squash match.
Wait,
Would you like to be bounced off
Jackson
the ropes?
Riker, the guy from the Forgotten Sons, the Sons of Anarchy. The Sons of Anarchy.
Anarchy. The Anarchies.
The NXT version of the Bludgeon Brothers.
No, the NXT version of Sanity after Sanity left.
Bludgeon Brothers.
They're just a copycat group of Sanity, except they're bikers.
But they were wrestlers before. They were repackaged.
Oh yeah, they're all repackaged. I'd forgotten
it.
it.
Tag team with Buddy Murphy.
Yep, yeah, it's Murphy and what was the team? Blake and Murphy.
Yeah, Blake.
Yeah, Blake Cutler.
No, it's Wesley Blake.
Oh yeah, yeah, and then there's a Cutler guy or something like that, or whatever. So next up was Heavy Machinery versus Undisputed Era for the NXT titles, but we know that Heavy Machinery was going to the main roster, so this was kind of not as good as it could have been because it's just like they deserved the title for a while, but I knew once they got called up, they weren't going to get it, but it doesn't mean they won't be successful. But
I don't understand these people getting caught up for winning titles. It seems like none of the people that are getting caught up are the ones that we would expect to be caught up. Like, so they spend a little more time on NXT.
Here goes the electric chair again.
And build some
what?
relevance.
Oh!
It's not me, bro. It's not me.
It's gotta be you. If we can all hear it and you can't, then it's you. Can you hear the buzzing, Ben?
Nope.
Then it's you.
Or I think it actually might be like just something else on the fan.
Yeah, it might be something.
Yeah, you're a fan, right?
Yeah, it's something else.
Wow.
So, I hate to say this,
that way, thank you.
but I would rather them just split Heavy Machinery up and have Otis go solo. I think Otis would be more fun by himself.
How could you?
Hang on, can I actually...
I'm sorry, the other guy is kind of bland to me. What's his name? Oh, exactly.
Tucker Knight. Tucker Knight.
And I think
I could actually see a potential Tucker Knight heel turn.
I'm not saying I hate the guy. They do have good chemistry and they work together really well.
I agree with you to an extent, but would Otis be as great if he didn't have the bland underlining covering on the side? Would it stand out as much?
Look, if Otis Dozovich needed to be on a team, it should be with Rhino. They could be the Rhino. They could be the Rhino Dozer.
A Rhino Machinery. The Rhino Machinery. There you go.
No.
The heavy rhino.
Oh, wow, that's kind of...
So, Ben, get out of the fan.
Street, stop mocking me, bro. Stop mocking me.
Are you trying to have the fan cool your sunburn, but you're trying to,
Yes, I actually am.
Wow, you're so predictable. Like,
oh my god, yo, and when I what the worst thing is. Yo,
So on to a little bit of news. Pat McAfee has been given a multi-year contract. If you don't know Pat McAfee, he's been
invented the antivirus.
I don't know. He's a really quirky, sometimes cringy, but so cringy it's good announcer. He kind of really doesn't know shit, but he comes up with all this weird shit he starts talking about. He's been on NXT a few times. He's like filled in there, and he's been on like some pre-shows, like kickoff shows and stuff like that. He's the guy with the blonde hair, and I think he's got like a goatee. So he'll be a bigger deal moving forward. Maybe he can replace Coach or something. I like the guy. I think he's hilarious. I don't know why.
Ben can replace Coach.
Please be like Coach.
But apparently he was a puncher for the Indianapolis Colts. Not whatever punter means in Australia, Ben.
Wait, hang on. No, hang on. Wait, wasn't he the same guy who actually had like that massive argument with Adam Cole?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. It's that guy. So I'm down for that. Totally down for that. It appears that definitely on the cards, 100% in the plans right now, Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch, main event, WrestleMania. Those are the plans right now. This could change next month, but DWP has it on good authority. Our sources are wherever. I mean, it's the internet. But yeah, seems to be that that's the case, and I'm down for that. That would be good stuff. Lots of people announcing their entrances. Hideo Itami is Hideo Itami is an official entrant, I believe, in the
Royal Rumble match.
Royal Rumble.
Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
He's been on
He's gonna face Cedric Alexander. That's right. That's and that's probably gonna be the he's gonna probably I think get a push. If I'm reading that correctly.
I can only find one seemingly interesting thing. Is that a rumor that there will only be one set of women's tag team champions and they'll work both brands.
Let me just say, if that's true, ew, no, that's terrible.
No, it's bad.
That would be the worst. And here's the reason I don't think that's even possible, is because now and moving forward into 2019, at some point, Raw and SmackDown are going to be owned by two completely different companies. So you're going to have them actually competing. Then it's going to come down to. It seems like there's something illegal going on there, because they're like, well, whoever's paying the most money gets it, or what's that going to be? We just paid you, so many $1 billion. We better have our own fucking tag team titles, because clearly, it's going to be shared by both brands. My ass. It's going to be on Raw, because Raw's quote unquote the A show. No, it better not be. I'll do nothing. I'll complain about it. But yeah.
Write them all out.
I will write a sternly worded letter. Dear Sir.
See how far you get.
Most disappointing superstars for 2000.
Hold on. Dear Sir or Madam. I am sternly disappointed. And I'm not going to continue. Save it for WWE. They know what they did.
They know what they did. It's like, that's gonna be the letter. Dear Sir or Ma'am, I am disappointed. And they're like,
you know what you did.
And you're like, fuck.
So, Royal Rumble is really close. It's like 3 weeks away. Man.
Did you know that Cena and Bryan had a steel cage match at a live event?
Yes, I heard about that.
So, what are going to be the events, you think? What do you think the card's going to be on Royal Rumble? We're going to get Braun Strowman.
I think we already have a card set up, right? Some card.
Well, Braun is going to be facing Lesnar for the Universal title. Also, I will say this. This week's Raw and SmackDown, of course, are actually being taped.
They are being taped.
So already
there's already some spoilers of SmackDown.
Spoilers out. Yep.
Why?
Well, it's because the New Year. They're taking their fucking day off, bruh. Come on, bruh. Get with their show. Get with the program.
Yo, they did it. They did it for this week's Raw and this week's SmackDown, as well.
So we're getting Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman, obviously.
Yep.
Men and women's Royal Rumble. Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles.
Don't forget, we got a 4-way match for the
cruiserweight championship.
Yeah, Kalisto.
Actually, help by my boy.
Buddy Murphy, Tozawa.
Oh, hang on. Seth Rollins provides actually an update on Roman Reigns' health.
Anyway, we also have Ronda Rousey and Natalya. Asuka versus Becky Lynch. And Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins. Asuka versus Natalya. Ronda versus Natalya at a pay-per-view is not very strong for me, even if they did just have a good match. But that's the only weakness I really see in that whole card. Hopefully there are a lot of big surprises in the Rumble. We obviously know some of the announcements.
We're gonna see some of the
CM Punk. CM Punk.
Yeah,
I'm hoping people have been promoting them to come up are gonna come up, and we're gonna see some returns.
I just hope we get some surprises, some well hidden, you know, they keep secret. The Rock, or you know, freaking Chris Jericho at least. Hurricanes was last year, and it was fun while it lasted, but that was it. I wanted more, but he looked kind of fat too, so maybe I didn't want more.
On. China's mom wants her in the Hall of Fame. You owe her that. Yeah, this is actually on proof of what
yeah, I can see it now. People putting up clips of the Hall of Fame thing, and then except for during all the cutaway scenes, they put in the porn stuff. That's going to be great for the business, Ben.
You ready for John Cena 17-time WWE champion, Tim?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, actually, hopefully he actually beats Lesnar for that title.
It's coming. He's going to be 17 times.
What do you guys think? Who's going to win, Braun or Brock?
I don't think
I'm going Braun. Straight away. I'm going Braun.
That's all based on emotion.
You think Brock's going to win and beat him twice in a row?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think they're going to just bury Braun Strowman like that again?
Yes.
I'm actually just saying.
Wow.
Well,
I mean, okay. I don't doubt it, but it seems kind of even far-fetched.
They don't care about Braun Strowman. Okay? Face it.
Well, can I actually also just say something, right? Remember.
But if they're going to go with this whole we're giving the fans what they want thing.
Yep, so maybe...
And don't go with some kind of thing that, well, what the fans don't know that they want it. We're giving them what they want, and they don't even know it.
Yeah, everybody wants Brock Lesnar, they just don't want to admit it.
The fans don't realize they need Brock Lesnar to not have the title so that they're talking about it.
True. And the problem is, right, ever since that... Well, okay, ever since, Lesnar has actually held that title, everyone has always,
especially you're talking about it more than ever.
Well, the
other problem is... every day.
Well, the only problem is that I'm like the only person who's actually made Brock Lesnar more relevant.
Ben, have you ever had a dream about Brock Lesnar?
Nope.
I bet you have. I bet you've had a dream about Brock Lesnar.
If they're gonna go the whole route that we've been talking about all year with the MMA, he can't drop the title.
Here's like okay. You wanna know something?
I think it would be a good, effective way to show off the no mandatory rematch thing. Like kind of like Ben was saying. I hate to say that I agree with something Ben said, but in a small way, that would be a good way to showcase that. To be like, we want our rematch, Paul Heyman just delivering the most passionate thing ever, and then Vince McMahon or somebody just kind of shutting him down and being like, we said no more rematches, and we meant it, even for Brock Lesnar. I think that would be a statement to the fans.
That would be a good angle. I agree completely. But like I said, if they're going to carry out the MMA crossover storyline, then it can't.
True. Yeah, I almost want that more.
Okay.
I want him to beat Daniel Cormier, and then
I want to hear something about how long is this gonna last though? When this happens, how long are they gonna have this going for? Because in UFC you can a title defense, you can have a title defense in like the next 6 months if you want to. You know how title defense works in the UFC. It's not like WWE. You have to defend it like every.
Well, I think that's another thing that they're trying to showcase that they're making a universal title like a UFC title where it's only defended periodically at pay-per-views, just like in the UFC. I see that. I don't see it as oh, Brock Lesnar lazy, he doesn't care about WWE. So, like, he's doing what he's fucking told to do. Like, he's doing his job. Like, and I think it's just another.
So it looks like the fight is still on. The Brock Lesnar and Cormier fight is still on. Brock Lesnar is clean. He's getting tested a lot, Daniel Cormier said personally. And it looks like he's...
They have to make it work, they have to portray him as a feared competitor like they would in the UFC.
I don't mean to kind of...
wrestling every week, just burying everyone.
I don't mean to kind of poke fun, but they're saying that he looks a lot smaller.
Who looks a lot smaller?
Brock Lesnar.
I got some major news that you guys...
I guess when you can't take... Well, I was going to say when you can't take steroids, but that's being harsh. The UFC has probably much stricter rules on, like, the supplements. And the USADA, USADA, they probably have a lot stricter rules on what can and can't be in the body, and WWE probably is a little bit looser on some of that stuff, so maybe that's where I'm being a little bit harsh, but they're saying he's a lot smaller from being tested and making sure there's no performance enhancing drugs in the system. I'm pretty sure there must be some in WWE that are still legal that he can't take in UFC, hopefully.
So, yeah, sure.
But also another ripple in that story is that John Jones called out Daniel Cormier after his win tonight. So
maybe that fight might not even happen.
But I don't think John Jones wants to move up to heavyweight. So I don't think we'll get John Jones versus Brock Lesnar anytime soon. Which would be awesome.
That's not gonna happen.
No, they're not gonna. No, they're gonna throw Cormier to the wolves. There's a lot of money riding on this. They're not gonna risk it with John Jones. Because I can honestly see John Jones taking that away.
Oh, it would be a knockout for sure.
He's super fast. He's got too much speed and endurance. I think Cormier is more of a definite victory for Brock Lesnar.
I think it'll be interesting. I don't think it'll be just completely one-sided. It might even be boring.
Yeah.
But
I could see that. They build all this up and then the fight is boring.
I really hope that could pay off, and I would really be excited to see.
There's got to be a silver lining. There's got to be a reason why Wrasslin just holding the title all the time. It can't be just for shits and giggles.
No matter what anyone says, Brock Lesnar bringing the UFC title to WrestleMania would be something for the ages. It would be a great
I'm just gonna
moment.
laugh when it don't happen.
If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Because then it's just wasted opportunity.
Well, no, look. Time and money in this. It's gonna happen.
It was win-win. Remember, it was win-win.
Even if they rig the fight, it's gonna happen.
It's win-win either way. If Daniel Cormier wins, Brock Lesnar comes back to WWE with his tail tucked between his legs. He probably loses his title. Daniel Cormier comes to WWE, and he's already in talks for a contract and announcement. So it's just a short leap to competition. If Daniel Cormier beats Brock Lesnar, then that's probably more exciting than if Brock Lesnar wins. Yeah, we lose a big wrestling moment.
Brock and Bobby had a baby that is the superstar we've all been wanting between the two of them.
And then maybe one day, just because he hates Daniel Cormier so much, John Jones comes to WWE and beats him up here too.
I mean, hey.
Nah, you know who I really think would be great in the WWE?
Conor McGregor? He's got the personality, obviously.
Yes, that's why.
Yeah, he has great charisma to be a heel.
I just don't know if he could.
Awesome heel.
The problem is, I don't think he could censor himself.
Yeah, man, that's another problem.
I don't think he can be PG. I think if anything, he should go to New Japan if they'll pay him like, $1 million a show. But yeah, it'd be a hard sell.
You know what a great moment would be? He comes out for his debut match, and it's Curtis Axel. And he hits who the fuck is this guy? And then Curtis Axel beats him. And then Curtis Axel beats him, and that's Curtis Axel's like big moment. And then he gets like really pissed off about it and he destroys him.
Wait, what is this? There are 10 worst wrestlers of WWE right now.
We don't need we don't need a top 10 list, Ben.
No.
Don't worry, I just saw that. Yeah,
those are a dime a dozen.
I like literally just saw that. Brock Lesnar's
well, of course they're gonna put Brock Lesnar's name on it. He hasn't wrestled.
That has nothing to do with his wrestling capabilities, though. That's like kayfabe. Some little whiner writer.
Kayfabe.
A little whiner writer.
Brock Lesnar is one of the few people in the WWE right now who is this fucking collegiate champion. You can't say he's not a good wrestler. That's just ignorant.
Is it ignorant?
Well, Brock Lesnar's title reign
is not in-ring performance. He's a wrestler for real.
Okay.
Say he's not a good wrestler. Say he's not a good
in-ring
performer. Say he's not a good in-ring performer. If that's what you are getting.
Yeah, Ben, for real.
He's a real wrestler.
Yo, you know what you actually just said, right?
He's a real boy.
You actually just said right.
I know exactly what I just said.
Yeah,
the WWE is in-ring performance. It's not collegiate wrestling.
Okay.
There's a difference. You know this.
So also, what if Amanda Nunes came to WWE and beat up Ronda Rousey? I think right now you could arguably say that Amanda Nunes is the baddest woman on the planet. No one thought she was going to beat Chris Cyborg. If you put money on Amanda Nunes tonight, you made a lot of money.
I had my bet on Cyborg.
No one. People that bet on Amanda Nunes made a lot of money tonight. I'm sure there are a lot of people partying hard in Las Vegas right now. A lot of sad people, but those people didn't stand to win that much because she wasn't Cyborg was heavily favored. It's like if you would have bet on Gustafsson to beat John Jones and Gustafsson would have won. You know, you would have got a huge payday. But if you bet on John Jones, you're not making that much.
Is good. She's good.
Yeah, but nobody thought she was going to beat Cyborg.
She hasn't lost since fighting, I think it was, years ago. Maybe 3 years ago.
Yeah, but everybody thought Cyborg was unstoppable.
I mean, hey.
Oh, okay.
You gotta look at it this way. Chris Cyborg was on a hot streak. She came into MMA and she made an impact. She lost her first fight and that was it. But every MMA brand she was on, she basically was unstoppable. She was on a few different ones until she went into UFC. But you gotta also remember that Amanda Nunes is a beast too. I mean, she took out.
Did you see? You should have seen the clip. She rocked her. I can't wait to go back and actually watch the fight. So I had to show my dedication. I stayed in Soul Stream for the UFC event, so I hung around there. And but I did get to see the last little highlights, and it was pretty great.
Amanda Nunes beat what's her name there? She's in right now. Shayna Baszler.
So that could be. She could just run through them all. Just run through the whole 4 horsewomen all at once. Be like, baddest what on the planet, bitch? Yeah.
True.
So, hopefully, we get some good stuff.
Here's a little bit of a spoiler for some people. It's not that much, but apparently on the taping of SmackDown, You're gonna get a heel
Yeah.
turn. Guess from who? No, not him. Somebody you wouldn't think it. I don't want to give it away, but it's
Okay.
No, I'm gonna give it away because
Okay.
Who would you think that wouldn't get a heel turn?
Jeff Hardy.
Or who? Who?
Oh my god. Oh, New Day. I'm saying New Day.
Yep, they are. They're getting a heel turn. They got a promo, where their promo
And
hints to a heel turn.
Yeah.
They're gonna come out and say something.
No way.
Yep. This is all leaked everywhere.
We're gonna get the no day.
They got a promo that hints to a heel turn.
It's gonna be the no day. Here we go.
Where do you see his room at?
Okay.
The nah day.
Everywhere. The whole taping's been already. Like, the whole script has been.
It's already been
where did
planned out.
you see this?
So look it up.
Let's just look it up.
Look at all the reporting sites.
I may have already linked the video. But I will say this is a potential because
I'm not gonna look it up.
yeah, just look it up because it's a big spoiler.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch a YouTube video right now.
Yeah, of course. Of course it's gonna be happening.
Anyway, there's no real big news anymore. There's nothing else really to cover. Interesting build-up to Royal Rumble. I'm actually excited for Raw and SmackDown this week. So it's new. It's exciting. Soulamazin actually made it through a whole podcast, guys.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Whole podcast.
That's
for
surprising.
Soulamazin.
I'm surprised.
Congratulations. How do you feel, champ? You tired? You need a snack?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a long week. I might not be streaming much this week.
Well, that's how it goes. Yeah. Life takes priority at all times.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, that's a pretty good show. Thanks for tuning in. DWP will be here next week, same time, same YouTube network. If you haven't already, hit that like button, that subscribe button, all the buttons that are positive. I mean, unless you just have to hit the negative button. We can't stop you, but whatever.
That's right.
We like the thumbs
that hit
ups.
button, y'all.
We like those
that hit button.
subscribes. Subscribe to our channel, Soulamazin, Sheepshifter 23, Streetkilln HD, and Benjamin. Australia's not real rivers.
When is Sheep gonna start streaming again? That's my question.
Yes.
I'll be streaming tomorrow. Actually, 2 streams. I'll be streaming WWE 2K19 and Loot Crate. Got a Loot Crate boxing tomorrow. So
whatever happened to that Super Meta Bros, huh?
It was too hard. It was too hard for me and him to meet up all the time. It was like always during like his supper time. So like it was like oh, I'm eating right now, and then it's like, well, as soon as I've got streams, I've got to start. Wrestling's coming on, so it was hard to keep up with. We're gonna maybe bring it back one day when we're more prepared or have a better time figured out. So yeah, it's on hold.
That's painful. I just did again.
It's on hold.
Very painful.
Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in to DWP. See you later next week.